Hello everybody and welcome back to the Vancouver Woodsmen franchise. Today we return to the playoffs as we take on the 2-seed New Orleans Pelicans. We are coming off one of the best games we have ever watched on the channel or in this series, and it was a great win for us against the Clippers, who are going to be facing the Thunder over in the 1-seed, 8-seed matchup. A couple of games have already happened here as Memphis leads their series against the Rockets 1-0. Dallas up 1-0 on the Kings. Cleveland up 1 over St. Louis. The Pacers up 1 against Milwaukee. Boston up 1 against Washington. And Charlotte up 1 against the Knicks. But we are facing the Pelicans, and here is who they have. This is their roster and their stats. Zion is their top player and top scorer. He is a bit hurt, though, having neck spasms, but I think will play this game. It is a playoff game after all. He has played every game this year except for one. He's got 22.6 points per game, 7.4 boards, 4.2 assists, and he has shot 68% from the field. He literally goes like 10 for 14, 10 for 15 nightly. He's also not a bad free throw shooter. He does not take threes, but he has played every game except for one. Sharp has played every game except for one, and both guys have started every game they've played in. And Sharp is having a pretty good year. 17 points, 6.3 boards, 5 assists, shooting over 50% from the field, and just below 40 from 3. Also shooting well from the charity stripe for the most part. And then they got Ochai Agbaji, who used to be with the Utah Jazz. He's their third scorer, 14.6 points per game. They've got Blake Wesley coming off the bench. They've got Tyrone Murphy, but he's only played one game. Tyra Lewis is starting. He's played almost every game this year as well. And they're going to start Oscar Dawson at center in this one. He's currently averaging 10 points per game, 5.7 boards. As a team, though, the Pelicans have the second best record in the entire league, only behind the Thunder. In terms of their offensive structure and their points per game, they are top 10 at number 7. In terms of their defense, points allowed per game, they are top 4. We are top 2. So, two of the top defensive teams going head-to-head in this playoff series. And yeah, they're a good team. They are the second best shooting team at 49%. They are not a good three-point shooting team. They're bottom half of the league at 19th. And they do get the most second chance points per game, as well as the most points in the paint. So we really have to rely on Turner and Payne to really come through on defense and rebounding too. Also, one more thing. I think going forward in the playoffs, I want to try and do 2 episodes per round until the conference finals. And then we'll probably do a 3-part series if it comes to that. And then in terms of the finals, whenever we do get there, if we ever get there, we're going to go game by game, obviously. But I think for the first 2 rounds going forward, we're going to try and do just 2-part series. And they're each going to be probably a bit longer than usual because I want to get as much game time as we can without watching too much. So for game 1, we're going to watch like usual about, 7-ish minutes per quarter. We'll go from there in that game. Then we'll try and jump into the second half or the fourth quarters of games 2 and 3. So here we go. Let's jump in on the road in New Orleans, taking on the Pelicans. I'm going to stick with our same game plan that we used against the Clippers, except against the Pelicans, and just have Turner guard Zion and Payne guard Dawson. Except I do have to copy and paste our game plan from that to our game plan against the Pelicans because we still have Baines starting in our global game plan. But now we've got Wellington here, and let's make sure that we have Turner on Zion. Yes, we do. And for Dawson, let's make sure that we have Payne on him. And again, we can change this as we see fit. All right, now here we go. We are at the Smoothie King Center, folks, and Payne wins the tip. I forgot to change the camera back to what it's supposed to be. There we go. But yes, we are in New Orleans taking on the Pelicans. A 2-seed versus the 7-seed matchup. Anderson's first shot drops as he gets the scoring started. I'm recording this about half an hour after the trade deadline, and real life has come to an end. So some real crazy stuff happening these last couple of days in real life in the NBA. And it kind of reminds me to go through and check each and every team's roster once we reach the postseason. So once we do that, I'll just go through all the league changes and stuff. But Zion, and one on his first play. Free throw was good. New Orleans in front. Screen from Payne. Wellington, the mid-range jumper. That one's good. We relied on Wellington heavily in the play-in, and he was awesome. He had a great game, and it was a big reason why we won. If we had Baden in there, I guarantee you he's scoring probably, 5 to 10 points, and in that case, we lose that game. So Wellington needs to start at shooting guard, and that's where he'll be the rest of the playoffs. Hollins pulls the trigger. That one drops. No misses so far for either team. Baji off the screen. Goes back to Dawson, and Payne blocks the shot. Hollins comes up with the ball. Fantastic play. Need more of that. Payne defense is going to be clutch. Anderson drives and scores. He gets the feed from Hollins on the cut to the basket. Baji goes back to Zion, and Turner tips the pass. Anderson comes up with the ball. Hollins fires on the other end and knocks it down. Vancouver off to a perfect start, at least on the offensive end. Some good defensive plays already, too. On the other end, though, they're going to feed Zion down low on Turner. He shakes off Turner, but then he missed the layup. Really good job to rebound on defense by Turner, and Payne ends up with the board, I believe. Hollins for three. First miss of the day. Lewis going back to Zion, trying to play through him. Turner, good defense. He gets the stop again. Anderson takes the screen, fires, and got it again. Pelicans call timeout. Already 6 points here for Anderson, outscoring the Pelicans by himself. After a Pelicans timeout, back to Zion they go. Gonna work on Turner, but he keeps getting some stops. Zion got the board, and he's got 2 extra second chance points. Again, gotta watch out for that. Zion's gonna back down Turner all day long. Gotta watch out for him getting pushed a bit too far off the mark. Hollins, top of the key, a bit too much on that three though. They're gonna go to Zion again. Same play over and over. Zion fades away. That's a really tough jumper. Wellington off the screen from Payne. Open shot off the glass and in. Vancouver shooting well to start this first quarter. Sharp to Zion. Backing down Turner. This cannot be their entire game plan. He swats the shot. They do get back to it. They find Agbaji. Open jumper. It's good. More second chance points. Wellington sails the ball out of bounds. Who was that even for? Zion with it again. He's going to fire. I swear to God, he's going to have over half their shots at this rate. Turner finds Wellington wide open, but he missed the shot this time. Lewis to Zion. You guys just give up. Try something else. They get the foul called. It's the second now on Turner. I think that's their whole idea, is to get Turner off the court. Beat Zion as much as possible, and eventually foul calls will come to get one of our best defenders off the court, which would not be good for us because we either have to put Payne or Rivers on him then, and those are not good matchups against Zion. But it is against Oscar Dawson. The bucket plus the foul. And Payne's trying to answer right back with the three-point play, which he completes. Zion against Turner. Tough bucket, no good. Great defense once again. At this rate, I think I like the percentage that we're holding him to. There was first several shots. If that keeps up, then we'll see what happens. But Hollins off the screen. Mid-range jumper. No good from the elbow. Vancouver up by 6, under 6 to go here in the first quarter. We'll watch 1 or 2 more plays before we sim ahead. Lewis spins, lost the ball. Hollins gets the steal. I think he jarred it loose too. The layup is off though as Agbaji was caught up to him and Lewis was right there as well. Hollins is 2 for 6. Lewis splits defenders this time but missed the shot. Are the Pelicans all right? Are we okay? It's 53-30. We won the first quarter 38-22. Outscoring them 15-8 so far. Make it 17-8 in the quarter. Hollins up to 8 points, 6 assists, 1 steal. And we are close to doubling their score already. Lewis gets by Hollins and lays it in. But we are looking strong. 64% from the field is how we're shooting. They're at 41%. That's a huge difference, but there's a lot of basketball left. Anything can happen. Hollins for 3, though. He's got 11. All right, so just real quick, briefly. Zion has 11 points, has taken 11 shots. Lewis has taken 6 shots. Wesley has taken 6. Agbaji 1. Duganix 2. Dawson 1. Morris 1. Sharp 1. So they are heavily playing through Zion. That's their entire game plan. And right now, Anderson's got 17 points. Wellington has 12. Hollins has 11. Turner has no points. And he does have 3 fouls now. But back to the game. Sharp has done nothing so far, and he's their second best player. So until he gets going, I'm not entirely worried about this game. They don't have Zion or Sharp in there right now. So as long as most of our starters on the court can control the game until their starters come back in, I'm feeling pretty confident. Rivers misses that jumper, though. The lob is tipped out of the air by Anderson. They were trying to go to Agbaji, but Anderson read the play. We lead by 26. Can we increase it? Hollins to Anderson for 3. Got it. He's got 20 here in the first half. Keeping up his great pace from that play-in game against the Clippers where he dropped 39. Agbaji off the screen. Hands off back to Washington. He knocks the shot down. The play for Anderson. Hollins finds him wide open at the rim. Easy work right now for this Vancouver offense. 1 missed shot out of 10 for that man right there, number 5. Lewis has it poked out by Hollins from behind. Anderson ends up with the ball. Rivers is wide open, but we missed him, unfortunately. We're going to hand off to him, though. And we're going to throw it right to Wesley for some reason. Wesley misses the floater. That one should probably go in most of the time. This crowd is completely dead. Dosunmu is going to make sure it stays that way. Look at all the fans in here rocking their red shirts that were left in their seats for him, and they're getting their asses handed to them. It's the second quarter, folks, so we have 66. Dawson gets down low, though. So Bain is checked in. We move Anderson to power forward. Hollins still out there. He finds Bain in the corner. Please. And this is why he's not going to be here in just a couple of episodes, most likely. New Orleans gets 2 right there. That was Wesley. Or was it? I'm not even sure who that guy was anymore. Turn to the screen. Anderson at the elbow. Can't knock it down. Whoa, wayward pass, but it gets to Duganix, and he ends up finishing that layup. Turner feeds Bain. Out to Anderson for a 3. Open shot. Can't get it to go, though. A bit too much on it. Screen for Agbaji. He thought about firing from 3, but chose not to and goes to Wesley instead. Time counting down. He'll fire. And he missed it. But Morris is there on the glass. With second chance points, too. Sumu to Hollins for 3. Can't knock that one down. Mortis gets the board. And now a foul onto Sumu. Who is this taking free throws? I honestly don't know. First one's good. Oh. It's Hamidou Diallo. He knocks down both. 22-point game. Rivers the screen. Hollins gets to the baseline and then throws it right back to Rivers, but Dugonix was there instead. Sharp is checked back in. He finds Diallo, and Anderson has forced a jump ball. Great job. He should win this one against Diallo, which he does. Hollins again for 3. Not loving how many shots he's taken so far. Dugonix sets the screen. Diallo in the paint. Finishes through contact and gets the 4th foul against Turner. This is setting up poorly for the second half. I got to be honest with you. Diallo hits the free throw. And now it's cut to below 20. Turner feeds Rivers. Out to Anderson. Thought about shooting the 3, but chose not to. Screen from Rivers again. Out to Sunbu. Jarred loose. Shoot the ball. Shot clock violation. 3.9 seconds left here in the first half. Zion's checking back in. They won't advance the ball, though. And here's the last shot. Zion. Got it! You're kidding! First half over. 66-49 is your score. Our lead was a lot better like 5 minutes ago. Start of the third quarter. Pelicans have a lot of things to fix and a huge comeback to make here, but not off to a good start there with that miss from Agbaji from deep. Wellington has an open 3. It's off, though. Sharp attacks. Gets the foul. No bucket, though. First free throw for Sharp is good. And this free throw makes it like a 15-0 run. It was 66-36, I'm pretty sure. And they've scored 15 straight points. Wellington to Payne. Mid-range jumper. Got it to go. Nice shot. Die on the screen. Sharp the shot. Rattles out, though. Turner to Payne. Trying to find Anderson. He's wide open. But he missed the 3. Kyra Lewis finds Agbaji. Nice pump fake. He gets by Anderson. The shot has up and good. Did Zion just do a slide there? To celebrate his teammate's bucket? Is that what I just saw? Hold on. We got to look at this again. Watch this. Watch what Zion does here. What the heck are you doing? On the other end, Hollins fires. Not the best look. Lewis attacks the mismatch, and Payne comes over and blocks the shot. Payne to Turner to Hollins. Now a screen from Turner. That one drops. Oh no. After a Pelicans timeout, Payne is called for his 3rd foul. So he has 3, Turner has 4, and they're both still out there. I don't think either of them is going to sit now. Nope, they're both still out there. So 3 fouls for Payne, 4 for Turner. Third quarter, about 9:22 left. Sharp lobs it over the top of Turner to Zion. Trying to get this crowd going. Zion's got 15 points, 6 for 13 from the field. Anderson to Payne. He'll pull the trigger from deep. I still don't want to get rid of the play. I know that he keeps shooting threes every couple of times that we do that play, but the play works when he's not doing that, so I'm going to stick with it still. Agbaji, open 3. It's good. It's now a 13-point game, man. We got to get something going here. Anderson for 3. He can't knock it down, and Zion rips down the board. Bob on the shot clock. Zion to Agbaji. He has to jack it up in the face of Anderson, and he knocks it down. Really? 10-point game. Well, after a timeout by Vancouver, Hollins gets to the rim and missed it. Zion is going to get that stop. On the other end, Sharp attacks the basket. The bucket plus the foul. We are collapsing right now. Single-digit game. Sharp misses the free throw. We're up by 8. Anderson in the corner. Rivers the screen. Anderson out of a shot goes to Rivers. Wide open look. He missed it. We got to knock these shots down or else they're going to tie the game up very, very quickly. Zion against Rivers. Spinning, firing, shooting, and scoring. 6-point game. We were up by 30. Hollins to Anderson. Payne the screen. Anderson fires and knocks it down. Zion hands off to Agbaji. Open 3 again. He's got it again. 5-point game. Rivers feeds Payne to Anderson. Trying to answer back. Can't get it to go. Lewis races to the rim. Bucket plus the foul again. The Pelicans are putting together an incredible run. And Kyra Lewis makes it a 2-point game. We bring in Miles Turner. Payne takes a seat. I think we have to keep watching this. Hollins off the screen from Rivers. Gets in the paint, knocks it down. We have shot 33% here in the third quarter. They've shot 73%. Incredible difference compared to the first half. Screen from Duganix. Lewis goes back to him. Nice pass. The bucket's good. Our defense is getting absolutely shredded. But really, with Turner and Payne both in foul trouble, you can't really look to get a certain matchup for us defensively. Because if those two guys are out, nobody else is really that good on defense. Wellington, big shot at the elbow. Teams are now essentially even in terms of percentage. In fact, they've gotten above us. And they're going to keep on doing so if they keep getting looks like that. Wellington to Anderson. Working on Diallo. Spinning and knocking it down. Sharp off the screen for 3. Hits! Can they miss a shot? Well, we were called for a foul on the other end, so the Pelicans have it back. Wesley for 3 hits back iron. That would have put the Pelicans in front for just the second time in the game. And then we turn the ball over, or almost do, and Bain is fouled on the take after he got the board. Free throws for Bain, big ones too. Every bucket from here on out matters. Every point matters. First one good. And he goes 2 for 2. We're going to jump ahead now just a few minutes because I want to get to games 2 and 3 as well. We'll show the sim casting here. We'll get to like probably the 9-minute mark of the 4th and watch the rest of it. And by this point, we're still up by 5, 98-93. All right, so 9:03 to go. We almost lose it there, but we hang on. We've got Rivers, Payne, Bain, Anderson, and DeSumo all out there right now. Anderson for 3. Missed it. Zion the screen. Sharp back to him. We don't have a big down there, and he missed the layup. Anderson, actual good defensive stop on a guy much bigger than he is. Huge play. Bain throws it right to Diallo. What was that? Trying to find the alley-oop for Anderson. Just a weak pass. Sharp to Zion. Time counting down. Back to Sharp. He has to jack it up. He missed it. Good stop there by DeSumo. Good job by the entire defense, too. That scoring drought is not accurate for the Pelicans, obviously. Rivers to DeSumo for 3. Got it! Diallo out to Sharp. Morris, the screen. Sharp, the pick and roll back to Morris. But he's stalled by Rivers. The shot is off the mark. Another good stop. DeSumo. Lost the handle, got it back though. Payne the screen. DeSumo fires. Tough shot, no good. Morris gets the board. He has been on the boards a lot. I have barely seen Payne or Turner getting boards in this one. And my game plan was to get them those boards. Diallo in the paint against Desmond Bain. Missed it. Rivers to Anderson. Shot clock winding down. He has to fire. And he missed it. Both teams kind of slowing down offensively here in the 4th quarter. Sharp steps back and hits. After a Vancouver timeout, Turner and Payne are back in there. Not sure how many fouls they have at this point, but we throw the ball away right to Agbaji, man. Sometimes these passes are just so brain dead. And Hollins is also out there. He's cold now. Not entirely sure why, because he wasn't cold last time we saw him. But Agbaji, out of a shot, finds Dawson through 2 defenders. 4-point game, under 6 to go. Anderson, open look. Can't get it to go this time either. Yeah, he's really not played that well since the first half ended, and now Lewis has tied things up, or no, I got ahead of myself. 2-point game, I apologize. The play for Anderson. Hollins finds him. There's an easy bucket right there. Screen from Dawson. Agbaji for 3. Can we get a hand up there? Please. Same play as last time. It's going to work once more. All right, I think we need to make some kind of defensive change if we're going to stick this one out. So I'm going to try and ice all the on-ball screens to prevent us from giving up those open jumpers off of them. And hopefully this also stops the passes on those pick and rolls. So we'll see if this makes a difference. Lewis gets in the lane. In the paint now. Zion's wide open. Turner comes over and is called for his 5th foul. Why did he sag off of Zion? Not sure. We didn't need him to. But the first free throw is good. Zion, 5 for 5 at the line so far tonight. 1-point game, 105-104. Vancouver barely in front and under 4 to go in regulation. Anderson cuts inside, out of a shot, hands off to Payne. He posterizes Dawson. Agbaji, pick and roll, goes back to Dawson. We cover it well except for the foul. The 4th on Payne. What in God's name is that? We have to watch this again. What is this, Dawson? And how does he hit both? If it works, it works, but that was incredibly ugly. Every bucket matters. Turner, who are you throwing the ball to? Payne somehow gets to it. Please stop with the dumb passes. We're going to go to this easy play. They were almost ready for it, but not enough. Anderson's up to 34. Agbaji is fouled. Can we stop fouling? That's 3 straight shooting fouls, man. We are keeping them in this game by ourselves by just fouling them. And they aren't missing the free throws either. We're going to go to the same play again. They're still not ready for it. So why not? Lewis feeds Zion. Turner is 1 foul away from fouling out. And he almost gets called for one there. Great job to keep his hands straight up. It was a good defensive attempt to get the stop, but Zion just really good player. Anderson, double team, finds Payne below the rim. Under 2 minutes to go. Dawson gets blocked by Payne. Zion, second chance points. Come on. We're giving ourselves so many good chances to get a stop, but we just can't do it. Anderson to Payne. Mismatch against Lewis, but he's not going to make use of it. Wellington, wide open 3. Missed it. Please, guys. Lewis throws it off of Payne out of bounds. You got to get that steal. It was thrown right to you. Another missed opportunity to get a turnover or a stop. Dawson inbounds to Zion. They're trading passes. Now Lewis has it. Time winding down. They're going to go to Zion. He throws it up. Missed it. Great stop by Turner. We're still in front. Barely hanging on by a thread. A bucket here is big. Anderson takes the screen. Fires over Zion. Got it. Absolutely clutch. Huge. Insane shot. After a Pelicans timeout, still a 1-score game if they hit a 3. They get tied up at the 3, actually. Zion blocked by Turner out of bounds. That's what we need. Pelicans still have it, though. 15 seconds on the shot clock. They go to Zion, and they turn it over. Hollins gets the steal. Massive play. Zion with the turnover. We finally get one of our own. 1 score could potentially end this game. Hollins off the screen. Fires. Left it short, though. Pelicans still have a chance. 2 seconds separate shot clock and game clock. What did the Pelicans do? Do they go for a 3 or go for a 2-pointer against Hollins and Zion? He missed it! Zion, what are you doing? I can't believe he just whiffed that. And this game is going to be over if Hollins hits both free throws, most likely. Wow. First free throw good. And Hollins hits both. Pelicans use their final timeout. The Pelicans advance the ball. 9.6 left. They have to go very, very quick. Dawson steps back. Turns the ball over, or almost did. Wasting way too much time. Sharp in the corner for 3. Got it to go at the buzzer, but Vancouver wins by 2. 117 to 115. The Pelicans almost mounted an insane comeback, but we hang on by a thread to take Game 1 on the road. Massive victory to start this series against the 2-seed Pelicans. Zion drops 25 in the loss. Agbaji had 18 points, 4 for 6 from downtown. Kyra Lewis had 14 and 7. Sharp only 12 and 7. So really, you kind of expect more from Sharp, but I think most of the other players for the Pelicans did what you expect from them. For the Woodsmen, Anderson drops 38, so back-to-back 38-plus point games. I think he also dropped 2 games like that to end the year as well, so maybe 4 straight games like this. Hollins, though, 18 points, 14 assists, 4 steals. He was really good, besides that one cold spell shooting-wise. Wellington had 14, Dosunmu 14, Rivers had 13, saw pretty much none of those points. And we do come out on top. I think that we had less defense in the paint than I expected, but we still won, and the first half was a huge reason why. That leads us into Game 2, and for this one, we'll jump in, and we'll get us to the fourth quarter and see where things are at, and we'll jump in there if it's close. Here we go in Game 2. First quarter is going the Pelicans' way just entirely. They outscore us in the first 40-17. Second quarter not going much better so far for the Woodsmen. And this is looking like last game, but the opposite way. In fact, maybe even worse. Third quarter going the Pelicans' way. We're getting our asses blown out of the building. Are you kidding me? What is happening? 136-86. We got destroyed. What the heck happened in Game 2, man? Sharp drops 37, 11 and 5 with 4 steals, 14 for 19 from the field, 9 for 11 from downtown. Zion 26, 12 and 7, 13 for 19. Oscar Dawson 16 points. Agbaji 14. Nobody played bad for them. Like, not even close. The Woodsmen, however, had bad games from most players. Hollins 21, 4 and 7 led the way in scoring. 8 for 21, 4 for 15 from the field. Don Payne, probably our best player with 15 points, 9 boards. But 1 for 8 at the charity stripe. Come on. Anderson 13 points, 5 for 15. Nowhere to be seen. Rivers 9 and 10, 4 for 12. Wellington 8 and 4, 5 turnovers. Turner, not much here, besides 3 blocks and 2 steals. Bain 1 for 5. Dosunmu 2 for 10. We shot 38%, they shot 60%. They shot 80% from downtown to R21. That is going to be a loss every time. I can't believe that. Well, that's concerning for the simming part of this series. I think we'll stick with things for Game 3, and we'll see where we're at in the third quarter. So let's jump in here. It's going to be a home game. I'll give the updates on the other series once we finish this episode. All right, so tied series, 1-1. First home game of the series for the Woodsmen, and we know how games 1 and 2 end. Let's see if anything is different here, at least in the first half, and if not, we'll make adjustments to our defense, because that could be the issue here. First quarter, Pelicans start off strong, but it's not a terrible first start to the game for the Woodsmen. Second quarter, trading buckets, and by halftime, we are down by 16. Another poor defensive half. All right, so we'll keep the tight on-ball, off-ball defense, but we're going to ice screens now because in the first half, we were not. Same thing for Game 2. We were doing the soft hedge, but these no longer apply. We're going to try icing like we did against the Pelicans at the end of Game 1, and we're going to keep the assignments the same because it won't make much of a difference for our guards, but for our bigs, right now Zion only has 10 points, and I think Turner is our best bet either way, and we're going to keep Payne on Dawson because he only has 2 points and 1 board, so he's looking pretty good right now. But yeah, here we go. Down by 16. Offense definitely not off to a good start in this one either. Looks like it's going to be an issue for this game as well as last game. Paying the screen. Hollins finds Wellington. Decent look for a three. It's good. Lewis feeds Zion. Gets Turner. Not sure how many fouls he has, but the shot is good. Turner with it to Anderson. Out to Hollins for a three. High arcing. Too much on it. Sharp to Zion. He's got paint on him now. He's blocked. Okay. Mismatch for Payne down low. We get to him against Lewis. Spins. And he scores. Good work. Zion against Turner now. Spinning. That one's blocked. Out of bounds. Pelicans keep it. After the inbound pass, Lewis out to Sharp. Screen from Zion coming. And Sharp fires a three. Off the mark. Anderson off the screen from Payne. Hands off to him. He gets it back for three. Good. Sharp to Zion. They keep going to him just like the first half of game one. That one is also blocked and also out of bounds off of Turner. Payne and Turner both have blocked Zion here in this quarter alone. Zion will inbound it. He goes to Diallo. That was Dawson actually, but Diallo hands off to Zion. Shakes off Anderson, and he scored because he had the mismatch. Turner, the screen. Hollins, the shot. Zion forced the miss. Sharp feeds Dawson. Mismatch against Hollins. No help coming. Easy bucket. Payne to Turner. To Wellington. Nice passing. Screen from Zion. Sharp back to him. And he posterizes Payne. Kind of. He kind of got out of the way. Hollins attacks the paint. That's a bad shot. On the other end, Zion out to Sharp for a three. Got it. Jesus Christ. And Hollins was 1 for 8 too. Off it. Still just really not picking things up here in the third quarter. Payne inbounds to Rivers as he is now checked in. And he turns the ball over immediately. Right back to New Orleans. Jesus Christ. But Hollins gets a steal right back off of Zion. He stripped him. He takes it down low. Oh no. Wait, he got it. Thought Morris would block that one. Diallo with it. At the elbow now. Working on Anderson. They call the foul. He got the bucket too. Are you kidding me? We really are having issues stopping their offense right now. And they're stopping ours pretty well. Anderson crosses the court. Gets the pass. Wide open look. But not even he can knock down a shot for us right now. And if he can't, we're in trouble. He's 3 for 10, only 8 points. And now it's a 20-point game. Hollins left open, but he missed it. Now it's 2 for 10. We're going to jump ahead here, and if it's not close in the fourth quarter, then the game's over. So, fortunately, this is kind of how the last game and this game have gone, but we kind of closed the gap a little bit. And with 8:22 to go, let's see with 6 minutes to go what it's looking like. 19-point game. I think this game's wraps, folks. And it sure is. Well, guys, unfortunately, the simming has not done us any favors, and we are now down 2-1. The Pelicans won game 3, 114-96. The offense really just never got going. Anderson ends up with 30 points. 11 for 23 from the field. Payne, 18 and 12, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Turner had 6 blocks. But Hollins was 2 for 14. Isumu, 2 for 7. Bain, 1 for 4. And Payne, 7 for 18. So, again, the offense really has slowed down these last 2 games. Sharp drops 24 and 9. Zion, 24 and 13. Both guys shot pretty well. And another game where we shoot around 40%. They shoot above 50. That's not a winning recipe. So we're down 2 games to 1. Dallas leads Sacramento 3 games to none. Houston leads Memphis 2 games to 1. OKC leads the Clippers, or no, they're tied at 1 game each. Cleveland up 2-1 on St. Louis. Milwaukee down 1-2 against the Pacers. Boston up 3-0 on the Wizards. And the Hornets are up 2-1 on the Knicks. So, game 1, we showed what we can do, at least there in the first half. Last 2 games have not gone very well for us. So, what do we change? Do we start the game with a different game plan on defense? I think we have to. But what do we do instead? I'm not entirely sure. But I'll think about some ideas between now and next episode. I'll see what you guys say in the comments. And we'll make some changes before we go into game 4. And we'll start next episode by watching most of game 4. And then hopefully we can watch some closer games in the games beyond that one. So I think for now, I'll switch the on-ball screens to icing those. And if we want to have our centers stay attached, we can. If we want to guard the post differently, then we can do that. And yeah, I'll wait to see what you guys say, and then I'll think about some ideas between now and next episode. So that's all I have for you guys today. At least we got game 1, because that means that we can actually beat this team. So still a chance for us to come out on top. And if this series does come down to game 7, we're going to keep all game 7s for their own special episodes. So if any series does go to game 7, it's going to be at least a 3-part series. So thanks guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. And until part 2 of this series, take care and go Woodsmen.